All right, Carmen. So today we're going to be talking about laser tag, some new and exciting things that are happening at the campground for 2026. So tell me, how did you arrive at, choosing laser tag for the campground?
Yeah. So one of the things we always do at the end of our seasons is we do some research, see what's trending out in campgrounds or just what's trending in general. Uh, Look at the campground as a whole on how we think we can improve it. As a social worker by trade, best practice is always important to me. So I'm always looking at how to do things better, improving the campground overall, allowing us to bring in different things so that our loyal new customers, regular customers, all have something to look forward to that they're always like, what did Carmen think of next? Like, they always know that there's going to be something different in the campground. So laser tag came from the idea that I have 33 acres of land. I have tons of forest, uh, um, big rocks, all those kind of things. And one of the things in the research trend is it said people are looking for activities that are multi-generational. Camping has become not just your immediate family anymore, but the grandparents are coming, the teenagers are coming, the aunts, uncles. It's very multi-generational. And laser tag allows you, especially in the campground, all ages, because you don't have to be running 20 throughout the entire game. Because you have lots of natural hiding places and stuff, you could take a break, catch your breath. So we felt it was a good, fun activity that got people going around the campground and having fun. Because again, we like to set ourselves apart as being very family friendly. And we just felt this aligned very well with what our vision and mission.
Awesome. That's great. Okay, Carmen. So let's start talking about the benefits of laser tag. What are some of the health benefits of doing laser tag?
Well, the obvious one is increases physical activity. Most people, when they're doing laser tag, at least they're jaunting if they're not running, but you're not, having a casual stroll. So that is one of the most obvious ones, but it really is way much more than that. And that's another reason why I picked laser tag is I really always want to have a balance for my campers that something is fun, but either there's a real educational component or benefits in other areas other than just being fun, right?
Okay.
And so one of the things it says is that, again, it improves your cardiovascular system, which is great, but it improves hand-eye coordination and reflexes, which totally makes sense, right? And that's something a lot of us aren't very good at, right? Because we don't have a lot of things nowadays in life that require us to do that. So laser tag offers that. It also can increase stamina and endurance. So again, that idea of, again, we're a society nowadays where we expect things immediately and stuff. So this is going to take you back into that, hey, I have to wait. I have to wait it out for somebody to come by, that endurance that, I have to be patient. So all that kind of plays into the physical component of laser tag.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I've played laser tag, not laser tag, but paintball in one of these places when I was much younger, 20 something years old. And it's really physical. Like for me, because I get really warm very fast. Of course, my goggles and everything fogged up, couldn't see anything. So, very, very difficult. And by the end, I was so sore, not just from getting pelted with paintballs, but also my legs took a beating because you're running and jumping and diving and you're trying to outrun somebody or get to the next hiding spot. Yeah, it's a real workout. So yeah, I can agree that even though it's laser tag, so it doesn't hurt. You can still get a good workout in. So let's talk about some of the mental benefits of doing laser tag.
So again, one of the most obvious one is just cognitive, because there is the game is something that you have to think about. Like you have to be strategically doing your plays, which was the point I was going to go into, is that it allows you to think strategically and problem solve. Because again, you're constantly having to survey your surroundings to see what your next move is going to be, whether for safety for you, so you can get points, or whether you're taking somebody out. But so that's part of laser tag that I think sometimes we don't think is actually helping the brain, right? It helps you focus and concentrate too, because again, you have to be patient sometimes in laser tag, or assess your risk. You have two people coming at you. Which one are you more likely to be able to get past versus, so I feel like that's kind of exciting too, that people have to really like focus on stuff and they have to concentrate, because the other piece doing this in the campground is, while we're doing this, we also have to be respectful that there are campers in the campground too. You can't go running through people's sites and stuff. So, stuff that we're just going to like mitigate. But yeah, I'd also, again, relieves stress and it can improve your mood, right? Because nothing's better, especially even if you're not competitive. When you see somebody's light go off that you shot them, you're smiling. You're like, yeah, like they're down, right?
I gotcha.
So again, right off the bat, it's one of those things that will reduce your stress and will improve your mood, because we all like to see that red button go off, right? Like that's why you're playing.
Yeah, that's right. And even just exercise alone helps you, feel better when you're done.
Absolutely.
I've never regretted doing a workout when I was finished, really.
No.
Like, it's always like, I feel better about myself.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like getting up.
Yeah.
I don't feel like getting up for the workout, but I agree with you.
Yeah. So, the whole idea behind this is supposed to be fun.
Mhm.
Fun for family, fun for friends. So maybe talk a little about some more further benefits of doing laser tag.
Yeah. Well, it improves your social interactions as well, because a lot of times in teamwork, or a lot of times in the laser tag, there might be a teamwork. You might gang up. You might have partners. And again, we're in our beginning stages of looking at this, but we're going to have different kind of themed laser tags. Like it will be like almost like a capture the flag idea, one team against the other team, and different things like that. So it's that fun idea that you could have opportunities to be teamwork and communication skills. Because again, in laser tag, there will be less of you kind of talking communication, but you're going to have gestures. So it's going to give you the opportunity to use other communication skills other than just talking to people. So that's a benefit, obviously, socially.
Neat.
You also are going to meet possibly new friends and new people, right? The reason that I thought laser tag was a really cool idea at the campground too is because, again, people usually when they're camping, they come down and they're looking for an enjoyable weekend. Well, what an opportunity to meet some people and like invite them after you're done laser tag, because obviously it'll happen in the evenings. Invite them to your campsite to have a campfire, right? Like, again, an opportunity to meet people all the time. One of the things that I love at the campground is when I go around, typically, definitely Friday nights or whatever, and Saturdays, when campers will stop me and they'll talk to me and they'll be like, you know what, come back and join us for a campfire. And sometimes I always go back, whether I stay very long or not, but it's just, you really get to meet people on a different level and people are open to that. And so I think it'd be exciting that we have something going on in the campground that is kind of directly, like once it's done, people are going to go back to their campsites and to have their campfires, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a great opportunity to meet new people.
Anything else that you want us to know about laser tag and what's coming up for the campground for 2026?
Yeah. So for sure, the last one I always want to say, I'm a big believer in this. Whenever you can make fun turn into another real positive, is there some educational benefits to laser tag. So again, it's learning strategic and tactics. It's also about physics and technology, because again, you have to learn how to navigate the equipment, and just that's a big piece of it. And this one, when I did the research, I thought was really cool, and it kind of went to my point of saying themed. You can discover history and culture because we are going to research different themed laser tag, which is more fun and enjoyable. So for example, you could do a medieval weekend. So people get the opportunity to dress up, and, we have a couple karaoke machines that also that can also be utilized as big speakers. So we'll have some music going throughout, but we have an opportunity to tailor it to different themes, which I think would be really exciting for people. And then when we do that, when we send it out, we can give them an outline of kind of the history of what medieval times are, different things. And, maybe that weekend we do a pop-up event where we do a supper and karaoke for the people. And, it's a medieval themed meal. So, yeah. So there's lots of things we can do with this.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of things that are coming up for the 2026 camping season out at Willey West. So thanks so much for sharing with us today. And guys, booking opens in January, so be ready for that. We'll see you on the next video.